Good evening, guys. Let's start again. This is maybe the fourth section of Ielts balance class. And here I'm looking at the word diverse and the word evaporation. So guys, when we study together from now on, after each class, you need to provide me a paragraph to make situations based on the word. Here is the word diverse. So let's practice based on the word diverse today. This is the word for us to practice. Diverse. Diverse here is an ADJ. It has the same meaning as various, various. Another ADJ, plentiful, another ADJ. Vietnamese meaning of it, that is and let's make the situations based on the word diverse again. I don't remember exactly how many times have I made the situations based on this word. But today, okay, guys, we need to finish everything or get the whole 20 words all together. This is the most difficult part in our study. So first of all, I use the word diverse for like choices. I can say that diverse choices is like you have many choices in your life. Nobody can force you to do anything that you don't like. So you can say that I have many choices. I have diverse choices. I can choose to go. I can also choose to stay. I can choose to give up. I can choose to start over again. So you can say that you have diverse choices to explore yourself more or to get to find the thing that you want, but you don't know what it is at this moment. Second, you can use the word diverse for opportunities. Opportunities. For some students, they are very lucky because their parents can afford can afford uh, international universities or the best English schools centers for them. So just imagine if you are poor, yeah, if your parents don't have much money, how are you supposed to sit here and study English with us, right? If you are poor, you don't have much money, how is it possible for you to meet a talented teacher? For example, nobody works for free. Nobody works with their money when they are talented because they have their own family to take care of. They have their own futures to care for. Everybody needs to care for their families. That's why they need money. And in order to have money, you need to be talented. So here we have diverse opportunities for us to move ahead in our life. It's like you are in your class and you can say that you have diverse opportunities for you to gain the top student position, the top student spot in your class. Maybe you have skills, maybe you have lots of knowledge, maybe you have very good analysis brain. That is why you can easily learn, you can easily solve any kinds of maths problems when other students find them very difficult to solve. Okay, so here for teachers, we can say that we have diverse opportunities to meet all kinds of students in our life. And we can read, we have lots of opportunities to gain access to lots of English books online these days. If we talked, back in our time, which was in the past, it was extremely hard for us to have money to buy books, English books. English books back in those days were very expensive, they were going to cost you okay, like a lifetime in order for you to pay for the international book. So these days, everything is easily accessible. And here we can say that in this modern world, we have diverse opportunities to update and upgrade ourselves with good knowledge, talented teachers, yeah, and skillful friends. Choose the friend to be with. Don't be friends with many people, because the more friends you have, the dangerous you are gonna put yourself in the zone. We have the friend zone. And if you want to be rich, if you want to have lots of money, if you want to be different, if you want people to look at you and they say that you are talented, you need to select friends. You have diverse, okay, you have diverse friends, you have diverse friend zones. It doesn't mean that you can easily get knowledge from your friends, because some friends are good, some friends are very stupid, some friends are rich, some friends are very poor, some friends have future, but some friends don't even care about their future. They only cared about playing, they only cared about, okay, girls, boys, sex. Yeah, that is the truth. So just select the right friends when you can have diverse opportunities and face diverse friend zones. That is my situation for the word diverse. So if something is diverse, it means you have many kinds of it. The next word today, okay, I need to practice again with you guys. That is evaporation. Oh gosh, whenever we speak of evaporation, we can only think of water evaporation. And you can see the circle that we have already sent you. Let's check at the circle together again. Let's check at the circle of water evaporation all together. Maybe this is the circle, right? Yeah. Speaking of, okay, water evaporation, we should look at three factors. The first factor is the crowd. Okay, the crowd, the undercrowd. The second one, that is the land, and the third one, that is cloud. So for evaporation process, the water comes from many sources. The biggest source of water is sea. And you can see that these days it is crazily hot, and it is fatally hot. And when the sun shines, okay, so hot, so fatally hot like this, the water of the sea, okay, is gonna evaporate. Lots of water from the sea, okay, is gonna evaporate into the sky, up into the sky. And when the water evaporates into the sky, we call this process condensation process. Condensation, okay, is, okay, water turning into steam, and those kind of steam are gonna establish the clouds up in the sky. And if the clouds are so heavy with water steams, the clouds, okay, the clouds are gonna fall down into drops of water. And these drops of water are called the rain. And somehow, if the clouds are too heavy, those clouds are gonna drop. Okay, the snow bit by bit, okay, under the crowd, into the land, down into the land. So here we have two kinds of clouds. The first cloud is normal clouds right here. This is normal cloud. The clouds are very light. They are not heavy because they contain just a few, okay, just a little waters, just a few water steams. The water, okay, come from the sea, and the water turning into steam, okay, and condensates into the clouds. When water, okay, when water steams condensates into the clouds, they form, okay, bigger clouds. And when the clouds have enough or have too many water steams, the clouds are gonna turn to, okay, heavy clouds. And when the clouds are so heavy, they are gonna produce water. And those kind of waters are called the rain or the snow. So what is the difference between rain and snows from water condensation? Uh, the difference here is when the water is too heavy, it's gonna form the snow. When the water is just a little bit heavy, it's gonna turn into the rain. And when, okay, the clouds drop, okay, the rain bit by bit down onto the land, those kind of land, those kind of soil, the soil on the surface of the land are gonna absorb the water, okay, on the land. When the soil absorbs the water, the soils are gonna help the trees or the plants to grow. And when the trees and plants grow bigger and bigger, they have roots. And those kind of roots of the trees are gonna eat, okay, are gonna dig down, are gonna develop bigger and bigger into the crowd water. That is how, okay, that is how the trees transfer the water on the land into the crowd. Okay, so how do trees transfer water from the surface of the land into the ground? They transfer by the roots. The roots of the trees are very enormous and very long. And those kinds of enormous and long and lengthy roots, the roots are gonna develop big, okay, are gonna develop into enormous ones, and those kind of roots are gonna dig down into the ground, and those roots are gonna transfer the water they get from the surface of the land into the ground. That is how we have. That is how we get, okay, the crowd water, and those kind of crowd water are gonna join, okay, together to form the flow of the water, and that's how, okay, the crowd water gets into the sea, because the sea is right next, okay, it's right next to the shore, and that is called the coast. The coast, coast, is the place where the sea, okay, is right next to the crowd. That is the coast. And when the crowd water, okay, when the water is deep down inside, is deep down in, okay, is deep down in the crowd, okay, the water in the crowd is bit by bit, be transferred by the roots of the trees into back into the sea. That is how the ecosystem and the water evaporation process work. Okay, so here I have just showed you guys the way for you to use the word evaporation and evaporate. You are gonna have lots of work to do today with me. Don't be sad, don't be tired, because that is how we study, that is how we transform ourselves into Superman of English. The 7th word today is the word stupid word, extreme. When something is extreme, something is too much, okay, or too something. I don't know what, like, she's so beautiful because of that. She is extremely beautiful, because the word extreme is an ABJ, but the word extremely, if you want to use extreme with another adjective, you need to use extremely. Like, I am extremely temper losing today, because today I have spent lots of money on my work and I don't feel good about that. I don't feel satisfied with my plan today. So that is how I feel. I feel extremely tired and extremely unsatisfied and extremely under pressure and extremely bored with everything going on in my life right now, because everybody seems like stuck in their lives and they rely too much on me. That is why I hate them. And I don't know the reason why. The more I hate them, okay, the more normal. I feel it's like I lose my emotions. I don't even know how to how to have good feelings or how to feel right again. Yeah, that is how you are abused in your life. The more the more abusive you are gonna become, the more people are gonna abuse you. If they abuse you too much, yeah, congratulations, you are so useful and you can make lots of money. But if they continue to abuse you and you continue to accept them, congratulations, you welcome them as a part of your family and you cannot give up on them. Yeah, that's how I feel today. Okay, so like I said, that I am extremely under pressure. Okay, I love the word under pressure. Extremely under pressure. The under pressure here is not two words. The under pressure is only one word, and it is ADJ in English. Extremely is an adverb, ADV in English, and ADV goes with ADJ. Please remember. Here comes my situation for the word extreme. Somehow you are gonna feel your English is so extreme. When you say your English is so extreme, it means you confirm that, you affirm that your English is too excellent. Your English is excellent, is so excellent that people don't understand anything you say. Or your English is so excellent that people approve the fact, but they find your English very hard for them to understand. That is the word extreme. When something is extreme, something is so good, so of it, that is the word extreme, okay? French, I have shown you guys the situation of the word French already, okay, guys, already. The word French, you cannot use the word French alone like this. If you want to use French, please remember here to be French, okay, to be French with still okay, a border. And we have many kinds of borders in our life. Still, like still border or wall border or world border. And for governments, they are gonna build steel border because steel borders is much heavier and is much safer and is much more useful than the wall borders. So here I can say that Vietnam is fringed with steel border because the Vietnamese government wants to separate okay the border of Vietnam from the border of China in order to prove to China that Vietnam is Vietnam, China is China. Okay, don't come here. Okay, don't say that we belong to you. Yeah, that is how Vietnamese people think. Vietnamese government think. Okay, it's not think anymore. It's like assume, ASSUME, okay, assume. Mechanism. Let's move to the ninth word, that is mechanism. Mechanism is like, so online English classes uh, are a studying mechanism. So when you study online, all kinds of software are going to be used to make sure that you get everything. You get the knowledge, you are able to practice, okay, everything that you have learned smoothly and okay and perfectly. So here the word mechanism is like a system, but the word mechanism is much stronger than the system than the word system, because when you use the word mechanism, people are gonna think like this system is productive. This every part in this system connects to each other very tightly. So when you use the word mechanism, it is much more about it is much more perfect system. Yeah, that is it. And here it is. Look at the clock right now. Oh gosh, it is 5 p.m. already, guys. On Vid4, okay, and Đức. And right here, I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes to produce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To produce 5 paragraphs for me. First paragraph is for diverse. Second paragraph is for evaporation. Third paragraph is for extreme. Fourth paragraph is for fringe. And fifth paragraph is for mechanism. You need to write 5 short paragraphs, okay, for me. And then these 5 short paragraphs are the situations. Okay, just try to think, try to be creative, and try to relax by yourself. Okay, don't be stressed, because the more stressed you feel, the more, okay, the more chances you are gonna feel like you are such a loser. Okay, don't be like, try to write. Here I'm gonna give you guys like 50 minutes. Right now I'm gonna end the Zoom and I'm gonna send you another link after 15 minutes. Please write. And this is the last class of afternoon, and here comes the evening already. And I hope that we have another we have a few more classes in the evening, because I need to finish everything, guys. Please don't let me finish those stupid words tomorrow or the next day after tomorrow. So right here, behind you, and Duck, please start to write 5 paragraphs to make situations. Okay, I'm gonna end the Zoom right now, and I'm gonna send you guys the second link of this class at 5:15 or 5:20. Okay,